Good evening. Welcome to the 28th Annual Commencement Ceremony for Creative Technologies Academy. My name is Autumn Nasson, and I am honored to serve here as the superintendent at CTA. Tonight, we gather to celebrate the incredible accomplishments of the class of 2026. Graduates, this is your night, and I think you deserve a round of applause to start out. At this time, I would like to invite our CTA choir and our CTA music teacher, Mr. Grayson Martin, to join me on stage. Could I ask everyone in the auditorium to please rise? CTA choir will be singing our national anthem. Veterans and active military members, if you would like, to respectfully invite you to render the appropriate salute during the national anthem. We still can me screaming. Staff, graduates, you may be seated. At this time, I would also like to recognize the members of the Creative Technology Academy Board of Directors who are with us this evening. Board members, when I introduce you, please stand. Miss Cynthia Patton, Mr. Anthony D'Amico, Miss Lisa Ludwig, and Mr. James Condon. Please give these individuals a round of applause. I'd also like to welcome Kelly Buffmaster, who is here in the audience tonight, the Associate Director from the Ferris State University Charter School Office. Thank you for attending. Tonight is more than just a graduation ceremony. It is a celebration of perseverance, growth, memories, milestones, and the journey that brought each graduate to this moment. It's also a night to recognize the people in the community who helped shape that journey along the way. To the parents, families, and friends, and the loved ones that are here tonight, thank you. Thank you for your encouragement and your sacrifices, your support during the difficult times, and your belief in these students made this night possible. And graduates, before we go further, let's take a moment to recognize the people who stood beside you from the very beginning with a round of applause. Before we officially continue tonight's program, I would like to take a moment to honor the life and legacy of Lexi Coxon, the co-founder of Creative Technologies Academy. You'll see on the back of your program, there is an honor to Lexi. CTA exists today because of her vision, courage, and the belief that Lexi and her husband, Dr. Dwayne Coxon, had for students and families in this community. In 1998, that vision helped them turn an idea into a reality and created a place that students could grow, belong, and prepare to change the world. Today, that legacy lives on in each student, every classroom, and every graduate sitting before us tonight. At this time, I would like to recognize Lexi's incredible impact on Creative Technologies Academy and the Cedar Springs community with a moment of gratitude and a huge round of applause. To our CTA staff, thank you. You continue to bring our mission to life each day through your innovation, integrity, compassion, and your commitment to our kids. The way that you show up for kids academically, emotionally, and personally is extraordinary. And our students are better because of you. As you finally get a class of 2026, this is your moment. You are courageous, you face challenges, and you come out together. You've taken risks, you've asked hard questions, you've laughed, cried, led, and grown. And tonight, you walk across the stage, not just as graduates, but as world changers, the kind of leaders that our future needs. You represent the very best of CTA. And while your time here as students may be ending, your place in this community never will. Once a charger, always a charger. So as you take your next steps, my hope for you is simple. Be brave, be kind, be curious, but stay rooted in who you are. And always remember that this community will forever be cheering you on. On behalf of Creative Technologies Academy, thank you for allowing all of us to be a part of your story. We're so incredibly proud of you. And now it's my honor to welcome Ms. Kate Volkowski, CTA's district principal, to the stage.
Thank you. So tonight, we actually get to graduate 4 students who have attended CTA for their entire elementary and secondary school career, kindergarten through 12th grade. We are pleased to honor these students with a special certificate. They're also wearing a special cord to recognize this achievement. Legacy students, when we say your name, please rise and come accept your certificate. Olivia Davenport. Adrian Fisk. Keaton Kidney. And Evelyn Todd. Let's give one more round of applause for you, legacy charger. You may be seated. CTA also awards annual scholarships to seniors who are continuing their education at a college, university, or trade school and have excelled in fulfilling the Academy's mission. Okay, to begin, I would like to introduce Marcy Putney, our CTA high school science teacher, who's going to present our first scholarship award for character.
Good evening, everyone. The first scholarship goes to a senior who has excelled in character. Character is the foundation of true excellence. It is reflected not just in what we believe, but in how we live those beliefs each day. At CTA, we are proud to partner with families to help nurture character in our charters, building students who will leave a positive impact both on our campus and in the world beyond. Our students display character in countless ways, making it no easy task to choose just one recipient for this award. Yet, one young man has consistently stood out for the way he lives out his values. He exemplifies what it means to be caring, hardworking, appreciative, growth-minded, empowering, respectful, and strong. He leads by example, exhibiting all of our character traits with consistency, and shows he is not only to his same age peers, but also the younger students on campus. He is kind to his classmates, respectful to all of his educators, and helps set the tone for what a strong culture might look like in each of his classrooms and school environments. His determination and commitment to doing what is right make him a true model of character. He is devoted to his family, his academic achievement, and through this will continue to make a meaningful difference in the world. Please join me in a round of applause as we honor our 2026 CTA Mentor Award winner, Brian Dykstra. I would like to now introduce Carolyn Cohn, our CTA High School math teacher, who will present our Scholarship and Achievement Award. Our next scholarship goes to a senior who has excelled in scholarship and academic achievement. It is my absolute honor and privilege to stand before you today to present one of the most meaningful recognitions we offer, the Scholarship Award. This award is not just about academic achievement, although that is certainly part of it. It represents perseverance, commitment to learning, a drive to make a difference, and the courage to pursue big dreams. This year's recipient has embodied all of those qualities and more. This student has demonstrated excellence not only in the classroom, but also through community involvement and impressive academic course load, National Honor Society, and more. The recipient of this year's Scholarship and Academic Achievement Award has challenged himself by completing not only the requirements for a high school diploma, but has also completed courses through dual enrollment at Ferris State University, as well as through the Blood program. This student has been a model student for academia, as well as a strong student athlete, and is one of our four-legged students. Whether it was volunteering, maintaining a top GPA, or being an example for fellow students, this student has consistently shown dedication to both personal growth and the betterment of others. The Scholarship Award is intended to support and encourage students we believe will go on to make an impact in their chosen field, in their communities, and in the world. With everything that this student has already accomplished, we have no doubt they will continue to do just that. So on behalf of CTA, it is my great pleasure to present the 2026 Scholarship Award to Keaton Kindy. Next, I would like to introduce Trisha Foose, our high school resource teacher, who will present our Leadership Award.
The next scholarship goes to a senior who has excelled in leadership. Leadership is not just about titles, positions, or flowcharts. It is about one life influencing another. It's about vision, integrity, resilience, and the ability to bring people together toward a common purpose. Today, we celebrate someone who embodies these qualities fully. This year's Leadership Award goes to someone who has consistently led by example during his years on our campus. Whether in the classroom or on the basketball court, this student has inspired others not just through words, but through action. This young man has demonstrated what it means to listen, to support, and to challenge the status quo when needed, and to uplift others even in the face of adversity. Their commitment to excellence, their ability to unite diverse voices, and their unwavering ethical compass have left an indelible mark on our school and community. This award is not simply for what they've accomplished, though that list is long and impressive. It's for how they accomplish it with dedication, strength, vision, and heart. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the Leadership Award, Adrian Fisk. The leadership you have inspired us all, and we are deeply grateful for your guidance and example. Thank you. Okay, please welcome Lisa Perry, our physical education teacher, to the podium as she presents the CTA Athletics Award.
Our next awards honor seniors who truly exemplify what it means to be a student athlete. These individuals have been active contributors to CTA's athletic programs while maintaining their academic responsibilities, a challenging balance that requires commitment, time management, and heart. Throughout their journey, they have demonstrated dedication, leadership, and perseverance, both on and off the court or field. We are proud to recognize the following CTA athletes for their outstanding efforts and achievements. Our first Senior Athlete Award goes to a young woman who has been an essential part of CTA's community since the 6th grade, Natalie Reichelt. Throughout her high school career, Natalie has demonstrated exceptional dedication, perseverance, and versatility as a multi-sport athlete. She has competed in basketball for 6 years and in volleyball for 2 years. Her hard work and skill on the court earned her the prestigious Great Lakes 6 Academic All-Conference Award. This honor recognizes not only outstanding athletic performance and sportsmanship, but also the dedication it takes to maintain a 3.5 GPA or higher throughout high school. More than her athletic talent, Natalie has served as a steady and dependable presence on every team she's been a part of. Her leadership, positivity, and team-first mindset have made her a role model for her peers and an invaluable asset to our sports programs. Whether on the volleyball court or the basketball court, Natalie consistently competes with heart, focus, and determination in everything she does. It is my great pleasure to present Natalie Reichelt with the 2026 CTA Female Athlete Award in recognition of her outstanding contributions to Charger athletics. Our second Senior Athletics Award goes to a young man who has been a very dedicated member of the CTA community since kindergarten, Keaton Kendi. Keaton has made a meaningful impact on our athletics program through his commitment, character, and determination. Over the course of 5 seasons in basketball and 2 seasons in soccer, he has shown not only strong athletic ability, but also the heart and determination of a true student athlete. Keaton is a very respectful and kind young man who consistently represents CTA with integrity, both on and off the court and field. His positive attitude, work ethic, and sportsmanship have made him a valued teammate and competitor. His dedication has been recognized with Great Lakes 6 Academic All-Conference honors, an award that celebrates impressive performance, outstanding sportsmanship, and maintaining a GPA of 3.5 or higher throughout high school. Beyond the stats and accolades, Keaton has been a leader, a teammate, and a Charger through and through. We are proud to recognize him for his outstanding achievements and lasting legacy in CTA athletics. Please join me in a round of applause as we honor Keaton Kendi as our 2026 CTA Male Athlete Award winner. Let's give one more round of applause for all of our CTA Senior Scholarship Award.
Thank you, Lisa. All right, now I am pleased and honored to introduce our salutatorian and valedictorian for 2026. Both of these seniors have excelled academically through their high school years. In recognition of their academic achievements, both students have received special medals as well. Our 2026 CTA salutatorian is Olivia Davenport. Give her a round of applause. Olivia has a 4.06 GPA, which ranks for second in the 2026 graduating class. She's been a dedicated student at CTA for the past 13 years, making her a CTA legacy student. She has not only consistently maintained honor roll status throughout the years, but also demonstrated leadership and excellence beyond the classroom. She has been a part of CTA's orchestra, playing the violin. She also participated in CTA's National Honor Society chapter and was able to take 24 college credits during her high school career. Outside of school, Olivia enjoys playing the violin, nail art, and making jewelry. After graduation, she plans to attend Ferris State University and is excited to explore where her future path may lead. Please welcome Olivia to the stage.
Hello and welcome, board members, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026. I want to start off by saying how honored I am to be up here in front of you all. To be honest, it feels surreal. Looking around at the stage, I see not only my fellow classmates, but the faces of some students and teachers I have known since kindergarten. Yet the people sitting beside us today are not the same people who walked into the school years ago. Many of us have spent over a decade dreaming about and trying to imagine this exact moment. We imagine the caps, the gowns, and the smiles on the faces of proud family members. Thinking about it, I realize we tend to focus on the end goal and not the journey we took to get here. Being here today gives proof of what we went through. We survived early mornings, overdue assignments, group projects that somehow became solo projects, and the stress of trying to figure out what comes next. Making it through all of this is proof that we can start something, want to give up halfway through, and still finish. Proof that we can push through, that we can rebuild ourselves no matter the struggle. Some of us never thought we'd make it to this point, but you made it. And tonight is your proof that you are capable, you are strong, and you've made it this far. Being here today is not just about starting a new chapter, but also about celebrating the close of the last one. We often create success, but tonight I want to celebrate the struggle along with it. We made it here and have become who we are because we were challenged. We are successful because we had the strength to face adversity and finish. With the pace of change and uncertainty in the world, many of our stories started with a mixture of drama, adventure, comedy, and even downright horror. But we can think of tonight as the graded book report on the first chapter of our lives. We've done the reading, we've put in the work, and the grade is already in. We've made it. We have made it with the love and support of all those here with us tonight, those who couldn't be here, and those who are no longer with us. And before this chapter closes, I want to recognize the people who helped shape my story. Every story needs people that help carry the plot forward, people that stay even through the hard chapters and remind you to keep turning the page. For me, this has been not only my family, but also my friends. I'm grateful for every person in my life, and especially grateful to my mom. I want to thank her for being a confidant in every chapter of my life, for every sacrifice she has made, every word of encouragement, and for never letting me forget what I'm capable of becoming. I would not be standing here today without your love and support, and I will carry that with me wherever life takes me next. As we prepare to walk across the stage and head into the unknown, I have one final request. Don't shrink away from the world. Don't let the what ifs make you feel strong. Stand up straight, take up place, and carry the proof of what you have accomplished. Thank you.
I'm going to ask in the audience if you are having some side conversations that maybe we could pause those just to the end. It's very distracting up here for the speaker. So thank you for those of you that are not having those, and for those of you are, if you could just pause, that would be great. Thank you.
Great job, Olivia. Thank you. Next, we're going to feature our 2026 valedictorian, Keaton Kindy. Keaton has a 4.09 GPA, which ranks him first in the 2026 graduating class. He is also a legacy student, being admitted with CTA since kindergarten. Throughout high school, Keaton has earned honors in both CTA and GRTC. He's participated in leadership conferences, competed in soccer and basketball, and balanced college coursework through Launch U and Ferris State University. Keaton has even worked as an employee at CTA, supporting our maintenance and grounds, keeping over the last few summers. Beyond academics and athletics, Keaton is known for his heart for others, his leadership, and his faith. This summer, he will serve as a camp counselor in Nebraska, continuing his passion for ministry and serving others. Please welcome Keaton Kindy to the stage.
Good evening, parents. Good evening, parents, families, faculty, and my fellow graduates. I would like to start by thanking the people who made tonight possible. First, let us recognize our administration and faculty for not ripping their hair out these past few weeks. The senioritis is real. Without them pushing us towards the finish line, most of us would not be standing on the stage tonight. Secondly, thank you to our families. Thank you for the unending support and the guidance you have poured into us for the last 18 years. You've been our steady ground. Everything else felt like a rule. I've been attending CTA for 13 years. In that time, I've seen this place change and I've seen us change. I still have the memories of those elementary school holiday parties fueled by way too much sugar any 9-year-old can handle. We've also shared the struggles. We all remember the era of virtual classes, the ones that finally convinced my mom that homeschooling was not for calling. If these years have taught me anything, it is that life is too short to be perfect. We often spend so much time worrying about the right time that we often forget to actually move. As we wait for a sign, for a perfect set of circumstances, or a feeling of complete certainty, that rarely comes. Singer-songwriter Kanye West once said, "Nothing in life is promised except death. If you have the opportunity to play the game of life, you will appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate their moments until it's past." I have come to realize that the Lord will open doors for us, but He will not push them through us. Push us through them. Sorry. We have known. We have to be the ones to take that step. We have to be brave enough to walk with the unknown, trusting that the same strength that got us through these past 13 years will carry us through the rest. We need to remember that our present is constantly becoming our past. If we spend all our time looking at the horizon, we will miss the ground we're standing on right now. The good old days are not behind us, they are happening in this room, in this moment. Don't wait until the moment has passed to realize how much it mattered. Make the present worth remembering. We did not get here alone. I want to give a special thanks to the teachers who go the extra mile, the ones that make school more than just about the curriculum, and who are clearly not here just for a paycheck. To Miss Goose, Miss Penguin, Miss Cohen, thank you for seeing us as individuals, for your patience, and for believing in us even when we do not believe in ourselves. You did not teach us subjects, you taught us how to grow. You've left an impact that goes far beyond the classroom. As we all head out in the world, I have a simple challenge for us. Be present, be you, and above all, be kind. The world is waiting, and the doors are standing wide. Remember, the Lord opened the doors, but it's up to us to walk through them. Thank you, and congratulations to the CTA class of 2026.
Well done. All right. It is my pleasure now to introduce our commencement speaker. We're honored to celebrate the graduation at Creative Technologies Academy. This milestone is a time to recognize the dedication and achievement of our students. We're thrilled to welcome Gary Bailey, Athletic Director at Piper College, as our 2026 commencement speaker. Gary Bailey is a nationally recognized coach, leader, and mentor who has dedicated his life to developing student athletes both on and off the court. A member of the NCCAA Hall of Fame, Coach Bailey has built one of the most successful programs in small college basketball history. During his time as the head men's coach at Grace Christian University, Coach Bailey led his team to multiple national championships and established a record of excellence that included over 400 career wins, 15 regional championships, and 7 national titles, the most of any men's coach in NCCAA history. His teams were known not only for their success, but for their discipline, integrity, and commitment to something bigger than the game. Coach Bailey has been recognized numerous times for his leadership, including being named the NCCAA National Coach of the Year, the Michigan College Coach of the Year. He was inducted into the Grace Christian University Athletic Hall of Fame in 2013 and the NCCAA Hall of Fame in 2021. Beyond athletics, Coach Bailey is deeply committed to mentoring young people and building strong character. His philosophy centers on preparing student athletes for life beyond college, emphasizing integrity, faith, and purpose. Closer to home, Coach Bailey has a strong connection to Creative Technology Academy. He served as the CTA's Director of Student Services from 2000 to 2010 and has been a member and a past president of our CTA board. Was also a previous graduation speaker and is a member of the CTA Wall of Honor. Gary and his wife Jeanette have been married for 45 years and are proud parents and grandparents. Please join me in welcoming Gary Bailey, our 2026 graduation speaker.
Thank you, Autumn. I'm gonna go off script here just for a second. I'm coaching some big games before thousands of people. Our last national championship, we were down 2 with just a few seconds to go, and a freshman hit a 3-pointer to win it. I was never more nervous than standing out in the room with everyone when Miss Matson told us how we had to act when we got up here. So, to get my nerves back in check. Board presidents, board members, Superintendent Matson, school administration, faculty, parents, students and guests. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna be talking to you tonight, so I might angle this a little bit. I may have to face this way, but I'm talking to the graduates. First of all, it's great to see you again. I want to express my congratulations. We met about a month ago, and I just want to get to know them a little bit before I spoke, and it was a pleasure going around and listening to what everybody was doing after graduation. To parents and staff, I just want to tell you, the staff of CTA, you should be proud. You should all be very proud. Because as I've listened to this group, I think the world's in good shape. The variation of things that these graduates are going into. It's across the board. College, going right into the workforce. If you can see my speech, don't be intimidated by the sheer number of pages. I'd have to make it big enough so I can see it tonight. Graduates, today the world will begin to change. You begin to make new friends and have new coworkers. Like the rest of us older people, graduation will mark the end of some of your friendships and the beginning of stalking your former classmates on social media, see if they look better than you. Today you're young and cool, maybe living a little dangerously. But before you know it, in the middle of the night, you'll be Googling Amazon for bird seed and keeper's graduation pants. Now I want to do something tonight, just a little audience participation. If you remember, and I want you to be honest, if you remember who your high school graduation speaker was, did you just applaud? Okay. If you can remember what that speaker, what the title or the guts of their speech was about, could you applaud? Be honest. Just wanted you to know how much pressure I am. Right, Miss Bassett called me a couple of months ago. I was asked to give a pregame pep speech to Grant High School Tigers. They were 25-0. They were playing for the regional championship, and the coach that was there was one of my assistants at Grace Christian University. and he asked me to speak to his team. And I talked about leaving it all on the floor, not having no regrets, playing as hard as they could. Grant went on to get blown out that night, and I don't know that they'll ever have me back. Miss Manson, I appreciate the second chance. In my practices, graduates, I start every practice with the same thing. We call it our thought of the day. And I try to touch on something, hoping that the students will, or the players will grasp onto something. And we do it before we start running, when all the oxygen is gone from the head, they don't listen much. But I'm going to apologize for myself a little bit like a coach tonight. It's what I do. But as we give the players different ideas and thoughts, like I said, I hope that they grasp one thing at least and take it with them. Tonight, my speech really doesn't have a title, but I looked up the most common theme for graduation speeches, and it is don't give up on your goals and dreams. I'm going to go a little different tonight. I'm going to say it's okay to change, not give up, to change and dreams. I bet if we pull the people standing behind me, there would be a lot of them that may say this is exactly where I started off when I was thinking about what I wanted to do. I wanted to be an architect. I loved it in school. I wanted to be an architect. I wanted to build big buildings. I wanted to make a lot of money. But I changed my dreams. And now I sit in a locker room with a bunch of sweaty guys. And when your team sets goals, I'm going to give you some advice here. We don't allow our team to set goals like we want to go undefeated, or we want to, I'm going to score 25 points a game, because so many other things can influence that. I'm going to challenge you tonight to set goals that you can reach individually. When we set goals, like I said, we set goals like I'm going to practice as hard as I can today in practice. I'm going to go to class when I'm supposed to be in class. I'm going to watch game film when I'm supposed to watch. I'm going to be respectful of all the rules. See, these are goals that you can control. I'd love to go out and score 25 tonight. If I have the other team's best defender or they're double teaming me, it may not happen. So set goals, personal goals that you can measure daily. Did I do the best I could today? Did I give it my all? Like I said, dreams and goals, they change sometimes, or they have to be delayed. Be fluid in your goals, right? The definition of, and I would say be disciplined. The definition of discipline is nothing more than remembering what it is you want and then acting on it every day. I want to share a couple quick stories. Two of these stories I shared 11, 12 years ago when I spoke at this graduation. And I've spoken at other graduations and I've shared because I just think they're awesome. My mother had a dream. And she would have graduated in 1956. She loved to sew. She wanted to go into some type of fashion. She ended up quitting school before graduation, got married, started a family. She still dreamed of getting her diploma and finally went back to school years later. I actually graduated the same day as my mother. And I don't know how many people can say that. I still remember my cake split down the middle. Congratulations, Gary. Congratulations, Candy. It's kind of weird, but you never lost sight of the dream. She ended up becoming a buyer for this was